Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a new series which I will be uploading onto my channel. So before I begin, let me explain to you the series, what it's about, and what you guys can expect. It's basically like a Road to Glory type series. Now before you guys sigh like, oh Adrian, you're doing a Road to Glory, I will be adding my own twist on it, whether it be playing on full manual, playing tournaments only, or maybe making hybrid squads. This is a very original, it will be a very original series, and I will try to make it as fun to watch as possible. So when you do start off with your Road to Glory, usually you start off with a bronze team, of course, and you play a few games, work your way up, buy a few players. But that's not my style. I don't like playing with the bronze team. For starters, it's very boring, very dry gameplay. You're playing with very bad players, no skill move players, and you're playing against very bad oppositions. So it's not that fun. So what I decided to do is sell the entire team, and I was hoping I could sell maybe 3 to 4 players, get a few hundred coins, and start trading. But I got very fortunate. I ended up selling about half the players, make 2,000 coins with the sales, and then I ended up, I believe, discarding the rest of the cards. Of course, I could have relisted them, but I don't want to wait. You know, there's no point, and besides, no one will be buying these cards. They're very low rated gold cards, not high in demand, and nobody really wants them. So after I get my 2,200 coins, I go to start trading, and I'm sure everyone's aware this week's Team of the Week is insanely packed with really good silver cards. You have the likes of Inform Joe, Inform Mike Conlete. So I thought I would use that to my advantage and start trading. And of course, there are lots of silver packs being opened at this minute. So of course, there are lots of people who are not familiar with silver cards, listing the players who they get. And I thought I would take advantage of that and make a few coins profit. So with this method, you basically want to search for silver players under the price of 400. Now, of course, you could do 5 to 600. It's all varied on preference. Of course, mix and match. Try to develop your own method, whatever works for you. 400 coins works best for me, and just try to add the good players, onto your watch list. And of course, you go back to your watch list and you start bidding on them. Now, of course, it's very important to be very conservative with the way you bid. You will find lots of competition. This method has become very popular in the last few weeks. I believe when I first started playing Ultimate Team, this was my main money source, and I made loads of profit. I'm talking 300-400k coins profit off this method. But since of late, it's become very, very popular. So you're expecting lots of competition. So if you do start trading on, bidding on a player, you might see some competition. Don't get carried away. Basically, what I like to do is set a price which I'm willing to pay, and I will not pass that price. For example, 500 coins on this Lanza Farme. I didn't want to go any higher. I got him for under 500, which is a great profit. I believe I got him for 300 coins. I ended up selling him for that 1.2k buy now. So when you're doing this method, basically you want to make double your money. So if you buy a player for 300, you want to sell them off for 600. Of course, you have to incorporate that EA tax, which is 5% if you guys do not know. But anytime you can make double your money, you're doing very good with this method. It's a very good method for starters, and especially when there are very good Team of the Weeks, especially like this one. I think this is probably the best Team of the Week silver we've ever had on Ultimate Team. So I ended up selling all the players and making a very solid profit. I was actually very surprised that all the players sold the first time, as you guys can see, coming back, and we end up with 8,000 coins, so a nice 6,000 coin profit. Not too bad, if I might add. And then we continue doing the same method. It's working. Why stop? There's no reason. Of course, what I like to do, you can sell your players for a bit more. Of course, I believe I undersold those players, and my philosophy is, if you can sell them quickly, make a quick profit, and continue to buy players, you will make more money. There's no point of trying to sell a player for a ridiculously high price. Relist them 5 to 6 times, when what you could have done in hindsight is sell them for the average price and continue trading. Use that money which you made to make more money, and that's a very good method. As you guys can see, I pick up a Leo Gago as a center mid, originally set as a CDM, for 400 coins. That's a ridiculous profit. Anytime you could buy a player as a CM from a CAM or a CDM, or maybe a center forward as a striker, you are looking to make some serious profit. But this is a perfect example of setting your price limit. This is a 86 pace Korean center back, so he's very popular. And of course, I was bidding with someone, and what ended up happening is he ended up bidding with me all the way to 2,000 coins. I saw I would not make a profit, and that was a very good decision because a few seconds later, I go bid on a Munoz for I believe 400 coins, and I could sell him for around 2,000. So it's basically knowing when to stop and understanding how much you could actually sell the player for. Now, if you're not very familiar with the silver market, for myself, I've been doing this for quite some time, so I've kind of memorized the prices of all the players. I've kind of a rough understanding. But if you're not familiar, I will leave a link to the Ultimate database, and basically what it is, you could type in the name of a player, and it will come back with the price, the average price, and a few other statistics. So it's a very good method for starters, and it's a very good website for people who aren't that familiar with the silver market. So as you guys can see, I'm basically just listing the cards up for a nice profit, not too much, not above market value. Like I said, I want to sell them quickly and continue to trade. But that is the first episode. As you guys see, I'm basically just going to finish listing off all the players. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Be expecting a lot more from the series. I plan on making a skill tutorial, a tutorial on how I make my custom set pieces. And I apologize for the break. My cat decided to interrupt me yet again. I'm really starting to dislike that cat. But like I was saying, guys, be expecting a few tutorials in the series. I'm going to try to incorporate them right into the series. I'll show you guys how I make my custom set pieces, whether it be from a corner or a free kick. I'll show you guys how to build a hybrid. I mean, you guys have been asking, Adrian, how do you make your hybrids? I believe the next episode I will be building the first hybrid. I think we've had enough trading. One episode, that's enough. So what I need from you guys is the highest rated comment for a player under 10,000 coins. That is who I will build the team around. It could be any player, doesn't matter who it is, with the exception of Emil Heskey, because I have a feeling someone's going to do that. That's not funny. It is kind of funny, but I'm not going to do it because that's ridiculous. So any player under 10,000 coins, it could be any position, guys, with the exception of a manager. I know you guys are trying to be funny, not cool, guys. But any player, once again, any position, left back, right back, center back, striker, does not matter. The highest rated comment when I check tomorrow morning to make the next episode will be the player I build the hybrid around. I'll show you guys how I make my hybrid. And I believe that's the end of the episode. So once again, guys, I hope you guys will enjoy the series. I hope you enjoyed the first episode. Even though it was kind of dry, it was only trading. But have yourselves a wonderful day. And if you guys can leave a like, that would be really greatly appreciated. So that's it. Yes, have yourselves a wonderful day.